Atozy just put this out like yesterday. That apparently he's regretting going to Korea now. Uh-huh. Although why is the question. I am curious. Why? So, let's find out why.
Well, things have got so much worse for the most hated IRL streamer. Dude was literally laughing at the situation just a couple weeks ago, claiming that he would beat this case just like OJ and he'll be home soon. In quote, I'm going to laugh like a maniac when I beat the case like OJ. And then you have his Discord.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Server claiming that he would be able to leave in just a few weeks, but unfortunately for them, it looks like he'll be stuck over in Korea for a long time, and he won't be able to work. And since he hasn't officially been arrested yet, he's still forced to provide for himself. And this is after he's posted a bunch of TikToks further disrespecting South Korea, because I guess the dude will rather engagement farm for like 2,000 people than apologize and maybe give himself, you know, a little bit better odds at not getting locked up for a long time. But we've covered this guy for over a year, so we know the odds of him doing that is basically nothing, because the dude would much—
No, at this point, honestly, Johnny, I think when it comes to his behavior, I honestly think it's kind of become an addiction for him. Which unfortunately, hopefully that nobody in a position of the legal system jumps on, like, it in his defense jumps on that and tries to make it seem like he's addicted to this lifestyle and thus he's not in control of his own choices. I hope to God no one jumps on that. But but I honestly think this is essentially turned into an addiction for him, acting this way. He gets more attention acting like this through his whatever streaming service he's actually able to stream on these days. And he's addicted to that attention. And that's why he keeps doing it. So instead of doing the right thing and chilling the fuck out and not making things worse for himself, he keeps doing the same thing over and over again because he, like, from a psychological addiction standpoint, he needs it. Almost, it seems like. And Shira, thank you for the follow. He's banned from just about every major social media platform. I'm not sure what he's streaming on now. He's streaming on something. Maybe it's Rumble. He's streaming on something, but I thought it was TikTok too. Maybe TikTok. Maybe it wasn't TikTok. I don't know. But regardless, he is acting kind of like an addict at this point. Honestly, like this is addiction level behavior of doing the same thing even when it's harming him.
Much rather just go onto the metro train in rush hour and blast some Kim Jong-un speech.
하는 것을 다시금 확언합니다. 맞설 수 있다고 생각한다면 천만에 그러한 위협.
What? Really? He's gonna have the North Korean propaganda stuff playing while saluting. Like, I knew he was playing North Korean propaganda, but he's also saluting like this while he's doing it. I'm honestly really surprised that he didn't get dogpiled. Like, I understand the Korean people are just like, generally speaking, they're not gonna do that. Like, if he pulled the shit in America, he'd be dogpiled in a heartbeat. But the fact that he's blasting North Korean propaganda, bearing in mind, North Korea is South Korea's sworn enemy. They are, like, rivals does not even equate to the same universe. They are bitter fucking enemies. Yeah, I mean, DJ, you're not wrong. He's just stacking up, reasons for his fellow inmates to basically, I don't think they're gonna unalive him. He is 100% going to be spending his entire time in prison as someone's bitch. He will be someone's girlfriend the moment he gets into a South Korea prison. Karen fucking Tate.
위험한 시도는 즉시 강력한 힘에 의해
Clearly, the dude's a genius, and that first clip was obviously before his indictment, but either way, that's definitely not going to help him in court. In my last video, we saw the TikTok of him up in a tree, also shouting out Kim, but there was a handful of them that I didn't get to see as they were deleted. But thankfully, one of you guys...
So even after he's been arrested, because he said that the last TikTok was him still talking about Kim Jong-un. This is after his arrest and indictment, and he's still, like, spouting North Korean propaganda, when that's one of his charges. And he's still doing it. I'm sorry, the brain is not braining with this guy. Oh, no, Leo, I understand that. That's why I said he was indicted. But this was one of the charges he got indicted for. And he's gonna keep doing it.
Sent him to me. He did one while he was playing some Chinese music that I've also had to remove because of copyright, and he danced in public with this message.
Pretty sure Tornado,
Sometimes highlighting government inefficiency makes you Elon Musk. Sometimes it makes you Johnny Somali.
I don't know. I'm reasonably sure one of his charges was for North Korean propaganda. And brethren, if you're gonna get indicted for it, it might behoove you to figure out what the fuck it is. It might be of interest to you to find out what propaganda is, if you can go to prison for it, and you are going to go to prison for it. You might want to know what you're going for.
I've also had to remove because of copyright, and he danced in public with this message.
What?
Yeah, I guess that's just your...
What? Okay. What the actual fuck? This man... He's not a man. Sorry, I misspoke. Sorry, chat. This child thing has no brain. Why in the name of God would you do this? Why would you post a TikTok in South Korea saying South Korea should belong to the CCP? I know that the South Korean hackers and whatnot have, I think, backed off Johnny. Now, like, I don't think he's being hunted anymore because he's been formally indicted, so I think they're backing off so the indictments can play out and he could actually go to prison. But holy fuck. Some people are not going to want to wait. Like, seriously, some people are not going to... he keeps this up, people are going to be like, I'm not waiting for the court system to deal with this. He needs to be shut the fuck down now and done it the hard way.
Average Johnny engagement bait for a couple hundred people to watch, all while making his entire court case infinitely worse for himself. Dude is solely responsible for taking himself down. Like I keep saying, he is his own worst enemy, as he's just put all of his information out there willingly, then streamed himself committing dozens of felonies, then after doing so, taunts the government that's going to sentence him for weeks on end?
Congratulations.
Now, Olaxi? He's an example of why some people should not be allowed to stream, and why some people need to be kept in a secure mental facility because they cannot function in modern society. He is the poster child for this.
Government that's going to sentence him for weeks on end?
Congratulations. you played yourself.
But while public figures sadly have their information out there, that doesn't have to be the case for normal people. But how do you reduce the amount of information that's about you on the internet? Well, if you want to do so, you gotta combat data brokers, because we've all signed up to something with our number and suddenly telemarketers and scammers, especially now that everyone is doing
so yeah, while Atozy's doing the ad,
essentially take your information and just sell it to the highest bidder. And there's something you can do here.
And this is what concerns me, is that when he goes through the court system, if he's able to get a defense attorney, they're going to try and plead insanity.
I wonder if I poked a hole in Johnny's head if it would deflate like a bad tire.
Demon? Excellent question. But don't do it. No poking holes in people's heads. For legal purposes, we don't do that here.
And they'll scan the internet for your information and automatically send takedown requests. And on top of that, they'll keep on checking for you to make sure you
honestly, like, the safest place for him right now for his case is going to be in prison. Or in jail. Like, for him to spend time in jail is probably the safest thing for his case. But he literally needs to just be away from cameras until his trial.
These same issues, you can use my code Atozy for 60% off your first year. For me, the service has been a massive win over the last year of using it, because my spam calls basically vanished. That's sadly just the tip of the iceberg for what data collectors collect. The crazier stuff would be, you know, your shopping habits, address, social security number, and employment history. So I'm grateful Incogni wanted to support the channel and allow me to promote a product that I personally use and enjoy. So again, if you think Incogni can help, you can go to incogni.com/Atozy by clicking the link right down below in the top of the description to start taking your personal data off the internet right now. Without further ado, let's continue the video, because things are just terrible for him, and all you can really do is kind of laugh at him, because his intentions seem to have just been to go to Korea, take advantage of their kindness, harass a bunch of strangers on the street, and make a bunch of money and leave. Infinite money glitch. Except it didn't go his way at all. He got banned on all relevant streaming platforms, which heavily kneecapped his earning potential. He got travel banned, then
Spicer, I wasn't saying, like, he should say I should spend time in jail. I'm talking about whatever people he has, or legal counsel, if he's managed to actually get legal counsel, which, to my knowledge, he has not yet gotten representation. Like, his own people should have been like, dude, you need to just, like, shut this down for a while, and wait until your trial, because you're not helping things, you're only adding more evidence. Granted, Johnny probably would not listen to him. He wouldn't. But at least make the fucking effort.
Indicted, but not arrested. So he also has to pay for his own living instead of, you know, being a burden to the Korean taxpayer. So he has this court case coming up that was just extended. It was extended into the end of March of next year. So that adds a little over 3 months until he can actually see a judge. And to make things even worse for the guy, this case is not going to last for one day. This will likely drag on for months. And that's if this is the only case that he catches, as there's now plenty of time for them to add more charges or indict him for further things. Because remember, he live streamed himself doing everything. And then the icing of the cake is one of his old moderators hit me up and told me the police seized all of his equipment, which includes his phone and his computer. So he can't make money, and legally he can't either, because he doesn't have a work visa, nor can he apply for one because he's currently being criminally investigated. So he's truly stuck between a rock and a hard place. So I mean, it's safe to say...
Wait. Something about that doesn't track. Let me hear that again.
Is one of his old moderators hit me up and told me the police seized all of his equipment, which includes his phone and his computer.
When was this? I thought that those TikToks that Atozy showed I thought they were recent. Were they not? Am I wrong about that? Were those not recent TikToks? Stuff that he showed? If he's got no... Unless maybe one of his people... Well, either... Or one of the people that he's with, maybe? I don't know. Something... It's... It was... Okay, that's what I was wondering, like, how recently was it? So this must have been, like, within the last couple days.
So he can't make money, and legally he can't either because he doesn't have a work visa. Nor can he apply for one.
That was the other question,
Alex,
Alex,
is
he
criminally
using one of his
investigated.
people's
So
phones?
he's truly stuck between a rock and a hard place. So I mean, it's safe to say Johnny Somali regrets going to Korea because he is just taking too much financial damage here for basically zero upside. I guess he could apologize and lose the few amount of financial supporters he has left, or I guess he could keep on trying to engagement bait with disrespectful videos to please those few individuals, but also risk a way worse punishment. And you know, things just keep getting worse.
You know
for
which
him
way he's gonna go,
because
chat.
He's live streamed everything he's done, so now more clips are resurfacing that just shows everyone, including tourists, are fed up with his act.
Hey, God, oh, what is he doing? This is again interfering with the business. This is like they could hit him with a charge on this one for interfering with business. This is like looks like a music troupe performing that he's interfering. I don't think it's a wedding. No, I think this is like a boy band or something. Like maybe like a K-pop group or something that's trying to perform, and he's interfering with them. And they've already hit him with charges for interfering with the business for that convenience store where he caused all those problems. This is the same fucking thing. This is just gonna stack more charges against him.
I can't breathe. These niggas is racist. They're not letting black niggas dance, man. Let me dance with you. Let me dance with you niggas.
What?
Or what? Okay. Okay. Come on, BTS niggas. Let's do a stand-in. You're being really...
What did he just say? Did you hear what he just said? I can't say it because I'm not a disrespectful bitch. Listen to what he just said.
Okay. Come on, BTS niggas. Let's do a stand-in. You're being...
Yes. You heard that right. He said he called them BTS N-words. That's what he just called them. I don't think did he bring up George Floyd? When did he bring up George Floyd? Was it in the other scene? Was it here? Did he bring up George Floyd here?
Lives matter, George Floyd. I can't breathe. These niggas is racist. They're not letting black niggas dance, man. Let me...
It sounded like he only just like brought it up like as a buzzword thing. Like there was zero context there. There was literally zero context there. He literally just said like George Floyd, I can't breathe. They're not letting the black man dance up here.
Lives matter, George Floyd. Lives matter, George Floyd. I can't breathe. These niggas is racist. They're not letting black niggas dance, man.
Yeah. He literally just threw out 3 buzzwords. Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, I can't breathe. They're not letting black people dance up here. That's what he said. He literally just threw them out as fucking buzzwords. And then he did this shit.
For what? Okay. Okay. You niggas. Come on, BTS niggas. Let's do a stand-in. You're being really... This is why China is gonna destroy you niggas. Okay. Shout out North Korea niggas. Yo, I don't...
What? Are you fucking kidding me? Is it the same? I don't know if it's the same day. Bigglesworth, he said a lot of shit. That basically, he called them BTS N-words twice. He said shout out North Korea. So he's verbalizing North Korean propaganda. Right there. Which is illegal in South Korea. That's illegal. And he's even got tourists that are there like, I wish right now a bunch of US soldiers rolled up on him. He's in Seoul. There is a fucking military base in Seoul. Soldiers routinely go into Seoul proper. I really wish that a bunch of US troops rolled up on his ass right now. Because it would be all fucking over if they did. I'm honestly, Shadow Sparta, I think some of these soldiers might disagree with that.
I don't care, nigga. This is my show, nigga. I take this shit over. You probably Travis Scott. Yes! Yes! Yes!
That's North Korean propaganda
the
music.
bit is old, and shortly after this, he was banned.
Listen, I have a friend, his name is Mr. Louisville, and he would like to slug you. I mean meet you, Johnny. Cheer 100.
Yeah. So he's literally marching down this promenade, saluting and playing North Korean propaganda music, which is probably where the charge for the North Korean propaganda came from.
Yes!
Yeah, I mean, the bit is old, and shortly after this, he was banned from YouTube. So that was like his last platform that he could actually make decent money off of. So even if he gets out of Korea by like mid next year, is he going to stream on like Rumble for like 50 viewers? That's not worth the risk he puts himself into here. He's really boxed himself in here with the style of content he decided to pursue. But another video recently resurfaced of him talking about his ethnicity, as Johnny is apparently
The Ethiopian guy Johnny Somali, who wanted to give Somali people bad name, has been caught by Japanese police. This is karma for trying to destroy Somali people's reputation. Pay attention. Thank you, Japan. This must be old.
Ethiopian American, but claims Somali in his stream name.
My dad is Ethiopian. My dad is Oromo. I never denied that. I never denied that I'm half Ethiopian, half Yemen.
So Somali influencers are upset with him for dragging their name, which is very understandable.
Stop clout chasing. I'll find you in Seoul. Hey, man. Bro, they beat you up in Japan. They beat you up like 4 times in Korea. I don't understand how you still have the confidence to be dropping comments like this, bro. And you say you do this for clout. But bro, all of this, you're banned from 2 countries. You've been beaten up 6 times on camera. Sometimes on your own live. You've been arrested now in Korea. You're banned from leaving the country. And they're threatening to deport you. And all of this just to get 3,000
they're not going to deport him. No. They're not going to deport him. If they were going to deport him, number one, it's too nice. It is too nice to deport him. It's too easy. If they were going to deport him, they would have done it already. South Korea wants to lock his ass up. And I cannot wait until he gets locked up.
You have 3,000 followers, bro, after all of this. Surely there's a more efficient career plan for you, bro. Just make a CV.
Stop trying to reason
with
with them.
jobs for you on Indeed. We can find something for you to do to make money. Content creation is not for everyone, bro. It doesn't have to be this by force, bro. Second thing, bro, just take the Somali out of your name, man. My people embarrass us all the time on social media, but it's one thing when they do it. It's another thing when a foreigner's just dragging our name through the mud like this, man. I've had enough, bro. But yeah, man, I'm going to be in Seoul for like another week and a half. And I'll probably be going live at night, just exploring the streets of Seoul. I'm not hiding or anything, man. Feel free to come and find me at any time.
But another thing that we haven't...
I appreciate what that guy was trying to do. He was like basically trying to extend a hand and trying to do the human thing. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the effort that he was going through. He's not the first one that's probably done that. And Johnny Somali just ignores it or shits on it for his own quote-unquote gain. Stop. He's not worth it. Now, granted, by doing that, he may have gained some clout with his followers because he tried to, extend a hand. And so his followers may have, looked upon that fondly, and it may have helped his engagement. But realistically, don't try and help him. He doesn't want it. Johnny Somali doesn't want help. This is let's not fuck with this. This is not some elaborate cry for help from Johnny Somali. It is not. He is fucked in the head. He did not, I'm guessing he did not have a good upbringing. See, he probably had a very spoiled upbringing where everything was handed to him because he grew up in a rich family. So everything was probably handed to him. He probably never suffered consequences, and he thinks this is just how life should be. He's not asking for help. He thinks this is how life should be. The only way to help, if there is even a chance of helping him, is the quote-unquote tough love. And at this point, that tough love is in the 4x9 cell in a South Korean prison. That's all that's going to fix this right now. Because he's not actually suffered any consequences for his actions as of yet.
If he survives a South Korean prison, can we send him to the middle of the South Pole? Please cheer 100.
Demon, I don't know. I do think spending a couple years in a South Korean prison may finally be the thing to break through to him. Because that's like the only inkling of punishment he ever saw was that extremely brief time he spent in a Japanese jail. And that was, I think, a couple of days, so it was no big deal. Let him spend a few years in a South Korean prison doing hard labor. That will probably be the first time in his life that he will have ever been punished. So he's basically speed running maximum punishment right now. That may actually be the one thing that breaks through for him.
Somali's mom could have saved us all the headaches if she'd have just swallowed cheer 100.
Well, she didn't, so now we have to deal with it. Yes, Scyther, this is the stream with the yapping. You have come to the right place. If you enjoy listening to an anime cat girl yapping, you are going to feel right at home here. Okay, Cobra, have a good night. Yeah, no, I mean, and I don't expect we're gonna have we're not gonna have a Mafia moment, unfortunately.
The way I understand it, Johnny has a BA in business, and a master's in finance, so he technically could give up this and go work on Wall Street and make more money. As such, I think this proves he is trying to speedrun his endgame cheer 100.
No, I don't think he's doing that. I truly believe that he just streaming allows him to embrace his baser instincts, and I'm guessing work in business and finance is boring for him. And all he cares about is, I just want to have fun. I don't want to have to do the hard work. I just want to have fun. And that's why he does the streaming. And creating chaos is fun for him. So that's why he chooses to do this. I mean, what he's doing is he's speed running a lesson he's not ready for. That's what's happening. And who was it that came in? Oh, Scyther, you did me a follow. Thank you. That kind of slipped by me there. Thank you. That's the Titanic. Yes. You mean in its current location, right? Right? In its current location?
Covered yet is Johnny actually responded to the ramen incident, which he's currently facing several years in prison for, and is essentially the main reason he was indicted. And it's safe to say his response is terrible. It will not help him in court if this is really his defense. I am innocent. The Korean government and media is corrupt. I am the O.J. Simpson of Asia. The North Korean state media won't show this clip. Right, dude?
What? Wait. This makes no fucking sense. This honestly makes no goddamn sense what he just said. The Korean government and media is corrupt, but then he says the North Korean state media won't show the clip? Also implying the North Korean state media is corrupt, which he was playing their fucking anthem and saluting them. I think he's this is not serious. He's not being serious here. He's just, I hate to say it,
He should be made to mop the decks of the Titanic.
Wow, that was delayed. Why? That was, like, really delayed. I wonder what the heck happened there. Huh. Yeah, I honestly think he's basically... This feels like he's kind of doing a Trump. You know how Trump would just, like, throw out these absolutely insane fucking texts on a daily basis, multiple times a day? It feels like he's doing the same goddamn thing here. Like, it's all attention-seeking. He's trying to... Because he can't stream. He is Rygat. That's why I said this makes no goddamn sense. He is in South Korea. So saying the North Korean state media won't show the clip makes no sense whatsoever. This is all attention. What he's doing is he's desperate to try and stay relevant, to stay in the quote-unquote public eye while he can't stream. Because he has lost all of equipment and has been banned from all platforms, he's trying to
Cheer
keep himself
100.
relevant.
It feels to me like he was trying to get the support of North Korea to publish his clips so he can have the North put pressure on the South.
Lemire, you're giving him too much credit of intelligence. You're giving him the credit of thinking that he has a plan. No, his Twitter's not gone. His physical equipment is gone. His phone and his computer and all of his electronic equipment had been seized by the South Korean police. But he can still tweet off of someone else's phone. So my guess is he's throwing these tweets out because he's trying to basically maintain a presence. Because if he suddenly goes radio silent, he's terrified people will just move on. Which they probably would. So this is just him trying to maintain some scrap of popularity with his core audience members. That's it. It is an act of desperation.
Clip. Right, dude. And then you just see his clip of him drunkenly trying to clean up a bit. Just because you drunkenly tried to clean up a bit does not take back the harassment, disrupting the business, and chucking food across the store for your stream content. And that statement just makes things infinitely worse for yourself. This will definitely be very interesting to see what happens moving forward. This will likely be the last update for a while, as it's not like Johnny can really do too much now with no phone or computer or ability to work, but who knows?
Okay, so everything we've seen on the video so far was pre all the shipping taken away. So he has not posted anything since then. Everything we've seen so far is pre, possibly leading right up to when that happened. So he really will go radio silent, which, if he goes radio silent for even a couple of weeks, he may lose his followers. They will move on. Because that's the thing, with Johnny's audience, if he's not around as a constant source of entertainment where they can direct his stupid shenanigans and deliberately try to get him in trouble, they will move on. They're not going to wait for him to come back. That's just kind of the nature of streaming. You know? That's you know, as a streamer, if you don't like pre-plan a vacation or something, and so like, hey, I'm going on vacation, I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks, and you don't pre-plan with some reruns or something, if you go away for any significant amount of time, people move on. And when you come back, those people are not going to be there. Yeah, and Olakis, oh God, I'm sorry, I'm butchering her name. I'm so sorry. Olaksky, which I think I still got it wrong. you are right that most of his viewers are probably hate watchers, and any period of time, like extended period of time where he's not around, they're not okay. They're not gonna stay. They're
Cheer
not gonna be
100.
there.
They'll go on to the next intellectually deficient
Correct.
asshole to follow.
Exactly right, yeah. They're just like either they'll go on to the next dumbass that they can bully around and cause to do crazy shit, or they're gonna come down off of basically their hate high and realize and either go, okay, I'm bored now, or what the fuck am I doing with my life? And they will move on. Regardless, if he's away for any period of time, he's losing his audience. And when he comes back and starts doing the old same shit, if he's able to, it's gonna be old shit by that point.
We're lucky he's too dumb to beg the US government like how Brittany Griner did, who would honestly be dumb enough to help him. Cheer 105.
I'm not entirely sure the US government would help him on this one, Revan. I honestly don't. He's created such a nuisance of himself. He has pissed off so many people, and he's pissed off an ally of the United States. I don't think the US government, even if he asked for help, I think the US government might very well say, "You're on your own, dumbass."
Knows, maybe he proves us wrong. But if this video gets
Nope,
50,000
he
likes, I might F around and fly out to Korea for his trial on March 20th to cover it for you guys. So feel free to drop a like, subscribe if you're new here, or you might not see me again, but hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Also, thank you again, Incogni, for sponsoring this video, and it'd be awesome if you guys checked out Incogni, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Atozy said if he gets 50,000 likes, he will fly to Korea to cover the trial. Well, chat, I'm contributing. 100% I will contribute and see if we'll see. I think he's gonna get that. He's at 42,000. I do think that he will actually get enough to fly out to I really do think he will make that 50,000, and then he's gonna have to fly out to South Korea. Salute. We're doing our part. Now